Hello everyone. Now we have to discuss the new concept, that is network theorems. Okay. So, what is the importance of this network theorems? So, whatever may be the current, voltage or anything, whether it is power loss through any branch, etc., we have to calculate through these network theorems. Of course, by using KCL, KVL, nodal analysis, mesh analysis and source transformation techniques, we are going to calculate those values. Then why we need these network theorems? So, in order to reduce the circuit complexity and time, we have to deal with these network theorems. Okay. Before discussion of that, we have to discuss some basic requirements or basic things. Those are linear elements, non-linear elements, like that, unilateral circuit and bilateral circuit. So, after these discussions, we will enter into that course. So, first we have to discuss what is linear element. So, the element or circuit which shows linear characteristics of voltage versus current, voltage versus current, voltage current, it has to show the linear characteristics, then only it should be called as linear circuit or linear element. The examples for this are L and C. So, like this, non-linear element is nothing but the element or circuit which does not shows linear characteristics of voltage versus current. Those are semiconductor devices, whether it is non-linear characteristics or not, we have to check. So, these are nothing but linear circuit, non-linear circuit means voltage, current, maybe it should be in the form of like this or should be non-linear, that is it. The curve should be anything except linear curve. Okay. Next, unilateral circuit, that is, if the magnitude of current passing through an element or circuit is affected due to change in the polarity of applied voltage, due to change in the polarity of applied voltage. The examples for this, diodes and transistors. So, for example, this is the applied voltage plus minus. So, the effect is what? Change in the polarity in the circuit, that is, the magnitude of current which is passing through that circuit should be affected due to changes this polarity. Means, for example, we have to transform into minus plus. So, because of this change in polarity, the current is affected. The examples for this, diodes and transistors. So, if we change the polarity, obviously, in this case, if for example, if it is forward biased, if we change the polarity, obviously, it should be reverse biased. So, basic thing is like this. Next is bilateral circuit, that is, if the magnitude of current remain unchanged even though the polarity of applied voltage is changes. Okay. The examples are R, L and C, R, L and C. So, for network theorems, linear element and bilateral circuits are used, because the characteristics of voltage and current are linear. Like this, there is no change in the magnitude of current, even though change in applied voltage, even though change in polarity of applied voltage. That is why we need bilateral and linear circuit for this network theorems. So, this type of circuits are needed to calculate or to discuss the concept of network theorems. Okay. Basically, we have 4 theorems in your course. So, in the course basic electrical engineering, we have superposition theorem, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem and maximum power transfer theorem. We have remaining theorems, except these 4, we have remaining 4 theorems, but in your syllabus you have only these 4 theorems. Okay. Each theorem has its own different procedure to calculate current, voltage or anything. For example, superposition theorem is having different procedure, Thevenin's theorem is having different procedure, Norton's theorem and maximum power transfer theorem are having different procedures to calculate the required parameters. But if we consider any circuit, we will get the same answer by using KCL, KVL, mesh analysis, nodal analysis, source transformation, superposition theorem, Thevenin's, Norton's and maximum power transfer theorem. We will get the same answer from the circuit by using any of the method, but the procedure is different. So, we have to follow certain procedure to calculate the required parameters, that is very important. Now, we have to discuss the first theorem, superposition theorem.